Hello, and welcome to an episode of Chaos Engine. We're going to talk today about some game ideas I had for Chaos World. So, this is going to be like one of my brainstorms. I got a new screen recording utility, so I hope it works. I really do hope it works. Also, here's a doodle I did of Storm from X-Men. Not important. Come back to that later. So, I'm basing this roughly off of some notes that I took. We're coming to the limitations of what I can do with Minecraft. Like, I think there's a lot more I can do with Minecraft, and I want to keep letting that experiment run. And thank you guys for all your feedback. It's been amazing. Sorry for the background noise. I am actually in a gymnastics gym, which is one of my other occupations. I coach in the summertime, and they just decided to start moving everything in sight. So there's a little bit of background noise here. But with that said, where was I going? Don't need to look at all my random pictures. I like working with Minecraft, but I'm afraid that at some point we're going to run into an area when it gets big enough that Microsoft's going to want to own it, or it's going to just run into some ownership rights or some type of IP licensing agreement issues. So I'm thinking about maintaining this experiment in a different way. And what I'm really thinking about doing is potentially crowdfunding and starting my own game. So that'd be a thing that we could do. With that said, my idea, good artists borrow, great artists steal. Stealing ideas from other people, but in this case, I was thinking I wanted to do something more urban, but I wanted something a little less just straight being born in a forest type thing, something where there could be more urban stuff. But then I kind of thought, it's like, well, what would be cool is the Wild West, where, and you're going to see where I'm going, who I'm stealing this from, and real quickly. Where basically people get dropped off in the West, and then they have to go and expand outward from the centralized area to the AIs will eventually work their way outward from the centralized area to the edges and start, creating their own civilization there as we go outwards. And if you guys remember correctly, also I just cut off all my hair, so I had about a foot of hair I cut off yesterday, so people are pointing at me and realizing that I'm on the phone, quote unquote. But so either way, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm very distracted right now. But work their way outwards from the center, similar to Westworld, which is funny because Westworld trains AIs as well. So the concepts kind of match up. And if any of you guys know anybody that works at Westworld or has the rights to that, and they would like to somehow license or commission a game that's based on AI, by all means, please introduce me. Also, if any of you guys are in the gaming industry at all, I would love to talk to you guys, because I would love to get into doing this a little bit more seriously. And just so you know, I'm not just a hobbyist. I mean, I have run my own consulting business building scalable stuff on AWS for years now. But I want to get into AI, and I love gaming, so it'd be a nice, fun evolution of my career. I digress. So, basically, we'd probably start off with Gen Zeros and stuff like that in the center, and work their ways up, further and further to more complexities as they go further outwards and make their way outwards. So that occurred to me. We might want to drop the players off in one spot, and the AIs in another, So, so they're not, the new fresh AIs aren't being dropped off in the exact same spot. In reality, I thought about it too, and I almost want this game to have two roles. Okay, for players, basically, for users. And the idea might be, there's a lot of them that are just normal gameplay users, and they come in to, play the game, and interact with the AIs in unique ways and observe. But then we might also have trainers. So, hope I'm still recording. Yep, still recording. All right, trainers. And so those would be people that sign up and actually would have their own little, each trainer would have its own, I call it a fish tank, is what I call it in my head. And what that is basically a sandbox environment where they could build like little levels where, I'm going to draw this from the side, where, there's like a prize here that draws a piece of cake. It's a reference to Portal. The cake might be a lie, might not be, I'm not sure. But they could, evolve AIs that, they set up the sandbox and they said this is the goal, this is the fitness function, so they get to define all that stuff. And then, they could evolve them the most efficient ones, and they could drop, 100 of those off at their, that'd be cool. So I'm kind of talking this through. Let's just say that I'm just going to do a player in purple. The purple player would have a section that their AIs would then spawn into. A purple trainer. Oh. Also had knee surgery about 3 weeks ago, so I'm dealing with that right now. A little stiff. All right. So yeah, the purple trainer would drop his off there, and then maybe a green trainer would drop this off over here. So that way, and ideally, you guys would just be simple drag and drop level design or some capacity like that. It'd probably be a top-down view. I'm really a fan of pixel art, and as Mantra, so I've been looking at a lot of just random pixel art for reference of a top-down isometric type of thing. But I do want to make it so it's not just two-dimensional either. So it's not just X and Y. I do want a Z up and down component. I guess that would be Y. I don't know. But yeah, this is already a game. I know. This is actually, I really like this thing, except it's got no. This is an Adult Swim game. It's got no AI. They're all pretty simplistic. And but I'm using this for inspiration. But like the sheer volume of, I like the items they've got around. I like the art for it is so simple that it's something that I could probably make with Procreate. So as you saw from that first thing, I tried kind of start at making the Chaos Engine logo, more isometric or more pixel art like. So I'm just kind of playing around. Don't need that. All right. Nope, we're already there. All right. So that's the first part of this. Actually, I gotta go. So that's the idea, is that you could sign up as a trainer if you were so inclined to do so, and then you could get a spot out of town, and you can release your AIs, and maybe we'd rank the AIs on how much gameplay they get from people and things of that nature. It's the gist of what I got right now. As far as specifics go, I'd like to have some crafting mechanics and things of that nature in there, and basic gameplay. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'll probably do another video in just a little bit here, but come on. For now, thanks for listening. Check me out on YouTube, Patreon. Talk to you later.